The time has come, everybody. The terrible hair situation that lives under this hat. Hold on, there it is, look. Terrible hair. Just too much of it. It's all about to come to an end. With the new series on my gaming channel due to start any day now, and Comic-Con this weekend, and all this other exciting stuff over the next couple of weeks, that obviously you'll see here on the vlog channel, it's time to go get a haircut. I just hope that all the new subscribers and views and things we've had since I've had the terrible hair aren't as a result of the hair, and when I go back to traditional Kev hair that I've had for the last 20 years, that you don't all go away again. Just brace yourselves. If you're not sure what's coming, go back and watch a video from like 6 weeks ago, maybe a little bit longer. That's how my hair's going to be the next time you see me. This intro's taking a little bit longer than normal, so I'm just waiting for Dave to finish having a poo. He's done. Forget everything I said before, this is a disaster. It's still too long, it's stupid, it's uneven lengths. I don't know how to get them to start cutting my hair properly again. I've been going to the same barber since I was a toddler. And since I was 15, I've always had my hair cut the same way. I'll have a number 4 on the back and sides and short and messy on top, please. How is this short? But because I don't have my glasses on, I don't know it's terrible until I get home, especially because I came home wearing a baseball cap. I told her not to put any stuff in it, so I've just put some stuff in it to try and make it look half decent. It doesn't. It's as bad as it was last time. The days of me having good hair are gone. Roll on going bald so I can just shave my head. Sometimes when you do a daily vlog, nothing more interesting happens on a day than you getting your hair cut. And you do your best to get a full vlog episode out of having a haircut, but then it's a really bad haircut that looks like this. And Anna has a pyjama day because the new Wolfenstein game is out, and Andy is just sat playing on the CBeebies website, also in his pyjamas, doing schoolwork because he's been telling us all week, CBeebies on Thursday, CBeebies on Thursday, and goodness me, is that what he's done. And I can't film in the living room because Anna's in there in her pyjamas, Andy's in there in his pyjamas, the TVs are on, the computer's on, the blinds are shut. It's a write-off in there. Those days are the days that the letters Q and A were invented for. Those of you who follow me on Twitter would have seen last night I put out a tweet just asking for some Q&A questions so that we could do a quick little Q&A. We are going to do a live one on the channel again with Anna soon, but I thought we may as well do a Just a Kev one, not live. And wowzers was I inundated with questions. I'm not going to be able to go through them all, not even going to come close to going through them all. And even as I'm looking at this, there's still loads more coming in. So if I click on the tweet and just start picking some out as I go through, but it is absolute madness. This is awesome. Where's my coffee? Delicious. So, let's have a look then. Matt Quine wants to know what sort of financial difference will the increase in views in the vlog make? Matt and everyone else, it makes an absolutely astonishing difference. When I first left work back at the end of August, I think I stood in the middle of Deeping, in the middle of the town, and went through exactly what the breakdown of all our income streams were at the time. That's all very, very different now. Obviously, there is a lag of up to 2 months between the views coming in and the money coming through. But based on the projections I've done on how things are right now, December, when the money from this month should start coming through, I am tentatively projecting that I'll earn more in December than I would have done from teaching. Which, those of you who've been around for a while, if you remember that one of my big worries was that I needed to find a way to replace my teaching income by December, or else I was going to have to look for a teaching job again in January. Well, thanks to you lot all turning up here on the vlog, we've done that with bells on, and it's still growing all the time. It's still mad. And yeah, it makes a massive difference. Financial security, everyone, we get people commenting on how much more happy and relaxed we all seem, and it's because we don't have that worry anymore. At the moment, as long as things stay as they are, with the new Football Manager game coming out as well, there's going to be a jump back up on the gaming channel. That's all going to be increasing over the coming months. It's just, it's nice not to have financial pressure, work pressure. Everything's going well. It's a good time to be doing this. It's very cool. And thank you all for making it possible, because it's just nuts. Right, what else have we got? Kevin Wojcik. You've been around for ages, Kevin, and I still don't know how to say your surname properly. Why do I love conventions so much? That's a very pertinent question, almost as if you know I'm at Comic-Con this weekend and I've been to Play Expo and EGX and Insomnia and Upload and any convention I can get myself along to, I go to. And there's a couple of reasons. Firstly, because of the nature of our family. When me and Anna go to conventions together, it's the only time we're actually a couple rather than parents or part of the family. And don't get me wrong, we love being parents, we love being part of the family, but because Andy was already 7 or 8 when I met Anna, and my girls were already 10 and 6, I think we kind of went straight from, we've met, hello, I quite like you, to, right, we're a five-person family now, let's do family things. And we never really had that period where we were dating or just a couple or doing that kind of, we didn't do things the normal way round. We never had weekends away together. We never went places together. We kind of went straight from, right, let's meet for a coffee. Okay, quite like you, move in with me. Let's be a family. I mean, Anna had moved in within 3 months of his first meeting, which is a story for another day. But conventions allow us to just be a couple and go and hang out with our friends. But also, as someone who's a bit of an outsider, a bit weird, I'm the comic book guy, I'm the video game guy, I'm the collector guy, I'm the YouTube, the internet guy. There aren't many normal 35-year-olds who hang around where I hang around in real life who I can relate to or can relate to me. When I go to conventions, everyone there is like me, but everyone's also different, and it's a place where difference is celebrated rather than laughed at or questioned. And it's just, I love the atmosphere, I love the people. Convention goers, they're the best people around. They don't care what you think of them, and they have no issue with telling you, and I think that is absolutely fantastic. It's one of the few places where you can walk around in fancy dress, you can walk around with a video game t-shirt on, and you can also walk around being someone with autism or Asperger's and no one cares because everyone's celebrating difference, and you don't get that kind of acceptance anywhere else in the world. Everywhere else we go, certainly anywhere else we take Andy, he gets looks. I see, but we've never taken Andy to one of these because he's not interested. It's not that we don't want to take him, he wouldn't want to go. But the fair, for example, when we were at the Nottingham Fair the other week, he got loads of looks and loads of tuts. But I see people with autism at conventions and they're just accepted just like everyone else. It's just another difference, and it's a place where difference is celebrated, and difference being celebrated is always very, very cool. Right, another question. Ben DPB, when rather than if your vlogging channel goes past your gaming channel, will you perhaps put more work on vlogging and less work on the gaming channel? It kind of already is like that. If we look at actual daily hours spent, it takes me, on a good vlog day, I mean this one won't take as long to edit together, which is one of the other reasons I'm doing it. Football Manager Beta hopefully came out last night as you're watching this, so I'm not going to have as much time to edit, but when we have a good day of the vlog, it takes a good 3 or 4 hours to edit, plus there's all the filming of it as well, whereas a typical Football Manager gaming video for me takes 20 minutes to record and 10 minutes to edit. So yeah, I do more of them. I only do 1 vlog a day. I often do 2 gaming videos a day, but even still, the actual time spent on the vlog channel far exceeds the time spent on the gaming channel already. So it's kind of good that it's now justifying its existence. It was one of the reasons why back in August, it was that I was considering stopping the vlog. It wasn't because I wasn't enjoying it, because I've always enjoyed the vlog. It was more, right, this isn't a hobby anymore. This becomes my job on the 1st of September. And looking at it as a hard-nosed businessman, most of my, more than half of my work time every day was being spent on the vlog for basically no return. It was earning maybe $50 or $60 a month. And I couldn't justify spending 20 or 30 or 40 hours a week on something that wasn't really paying me at all. Whereas now, it's paying a decent hourly rate for that input. So I don't think I need to increase the time I spend on it, but it's finally getting compensated adequately for the work that's put in. Matt G wants to know, how long have I had the beard, and are there any photos of me without the beard? I've had a beard on and off for close to 15 years probably. There are lots of pictures with me without one. For a long time it was stubble rather than a beard. It's been a full-on beard probably for 5 or 6 years. I'm not going to show you pictures of me without one. I might try and dig out the one of me from Movember a few years ago where I shaved off the beard but kept the Hulk Hogan moustache. There isn't really a high resolution picture of me doing that. If you look at the Mature Gamer Podcast Facebook page though, you'll be able to find some pictures of me beardless and moustached on there though, for various points in the past. Craig Hadley wants to know, what's been the hardest part of being your own boss since you left work? The hardest part? Certainly initially the hardest part was knowing where to draw the line between work and not work, and initially certainly I was spending far too much time on work, not enough time on family. The summer holidays I hold my hands up and say the summer holidays I kind of messed up this year. The kids are off for 6 weeks and I spent a lot of that time working, and it's a bit of a shame because it would have been nice to spend that time with them, but on the flip side the work needed to be done. But I think as time's gone on I've got better at managing the split of time. Like this week is half term. I planned in advance to not do as much work this week. I deliberately didn't plan to do any gaming videos this week. I haven't done as much on the wrestling channel as I would have thought, and I've planned vlogs around activities we would have been doing anyway. So that side of things I think I'm getting better at. The other difficulty was just the money stress, certainly for those first couple of months where I could look at the numbers and see that we weren't going to be able to pay the bills, and it was a bit of a panic, and we were eating into the buffer that we'd set up. And I even did a vlog saying money worries, and it was a big worry. I genuinely thought at one point this might not be working out, I might have to go back to work. But then luckily it's all turned around now, and at the moment it's all looking positive, so the stress is eased, and because the stress is eased I'm becoming more creative again, and I think the quality of the output is improving, and I need to perhaps be less emotional. Not so, I mean obviously you've seen me, I don't show emotion because I'm wooden inside, but I think if I'm stressed out about something, it hampers my creativity, and then that shows in what I produce, which means less people want to watch, which means I get more stressed, and it gets you into like a spiral of uselessness. Whereas at the moment, I think we're in an upward spiral of things are going really well, so I'm happy, so I'm making better content, so more people want to watch, and that means things are going even better, so I'm even happier, and we're in that kind of upward spiral at the moment. And I perhaps have to be less up and down with the content I produce based on my happiness, and just find a consistent level of good content, and even if I'm having a bad day, turn in a good performance. It's like football, isn't it? Right, we've got time we'll do 2 more questions. There are dozens more. We need to do a live Q&A sooner rather than later, but let's have a couple more questions. Just Tommy wants to know, what was my dream job when I was growing up? There was 3 things I wanted to be when I grew up, and I always say that I've done 2 of them, so I've just got 1 more to fit in. I haven't quite done 2 of them, but I almost have. The 3 things I wanted to do, I wanted to be a radio DJ, which I always say I've done because I've done podcasting, I've now done YouTube. That's the modern equivalent of that. No one wants to be a radio DJ anymore. If I was 15 now, I'd want to be a YouTuber, I'd want to be a podcaster, I wouldn't want to be a radio DJ. I just wanted to have my voice heard, and now it is. So that one's ticked off. I also wanted, I'll turn that round. I also wanted to be an author. I wanted to write a novel. I've not written the novel I want to write yet. It's there ready to write. It's just finding the time to do it. But I have got a published book. So I reckon I've ticked that one off as well. The third one is I wanted to be a professional footballer. Now I'm 35 and a smidgen overweight. It's not likely to happen in the next year or so, but I reckon I've got a season in me before the age of 50. I'll do it. Figure out a way to do it. I mean, I've come close as I possibly can. I'm basically a professional football video game player now. That's pretty close to being a professional footballer. I've done the fat nerd equivalent, but they were the 3 things that I wanted to do. And things haven't turned out too badly considering I've still got like 30 years of work left in me. Last question is from Paddy. Do I miss teaching? I don't miss teaching. I do miss the people. I hope they're not watching. I would never admit this to them. I miss the people as much as I miss the banter. I miss going in, being in the office every morning and just having 10 or 15 minutes of just banter with the people I work with. And then perhaps having a bit more at lunchtime, a bit more after school, and, you know, just having some people you could have a laugh with. And I was really lucky in the school I was in that there was like a group of like half a dozen of us who we got on really well. There wasn't anyone who was awful, which doesn't that mean I was the awful one. But we all got on quite well. We all liked each other. It was a fun environment to work in, and I missed that. But the actual job, not so much. I enjoyed the job. If I ever had to go back to having a job again, it's a pretty good job to have. I mean, it was satisfying. I enjoyed it. I liked the whole teaching side of things, but it's not a patch on what I'm doing now. I'm enjoying the work now so much more than I was enjoying the work then. What I need to do is get to the point where Lollujo Limited is a company that employs some people, so I've got some people to hang out with in the day, because I can tell sometimes when it's just been me and Anna and Andy for a little while, a few days, she does start to get annoyed with me because I am quite over the top, quite intense. And when I was at work, they were able to spread that out amongst them and manage my hyperactivity and ridiculousness. And poor old Anna has to put up with a lot of nonsense from me, and it would be nice to be able to share the nonsense out. So I don't know. It would be nice to have some colleagues again. Perhaps collaborations are the way forward. I'll figure something out. Anyway, like I say, there are loads and loads more questions. If I didn't get to yours, I'm sorry. I will try and include it the next time we do this, i.e. the next time there wasn't much for the vlog. Bad person. I hope you have enjoyed it. I know it's very different to the content we've been doing recently, but I think we have answered a whole bunch of questions that people do ask regularly in the comments. Done them all in one go. I can now refer people back to this video, so that's always good. The next few days, content's going to be a little bit different on the channel again. We are heading to London tomorrow for Comic-Con. We're going to be here for most of the day tomorrow, so you'll see shorts day again. There'll be bits with Andy again earlier on in the day, but then we head to London. I think we're on a 6 o'clock train out of Peterborough. Then we've got a couple of days in London with Sheepdog, with Pab, and we're meeting up a few people on the Saturday night as well. We're going to Comic-Con in London. If you are going to be there, look out for me on Twitter or in person. Come say hello. I always want people to come and say hello to me. It's fun, so don't be afraid to come over and say hello. I'm never too busy. Just come and interrupt me. It's fine. And if you are going to be around the Tower Hill area in London on Saturday night, we've got a table booked at Boding's Barbecue for 5:45. There might be a couple of spaces left on that. Your best bet is to tweet at me and see if I can squeeze you in. Otherwise, we'll be out and about around the Tower Hill area for most of Saturday night. Just tweet at me and find out where we are, because that's where we're staying as well. So it would be cool to put some more faces to names. So I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please make sure you give it a nice big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. And thank you very much for watching.